Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Van Orn and this is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. I want to get out a quick video for you today guys with a guide and expectations for what is the event coming tomorrow on our server season 3, the awakening of the spring of ISKALLAND, where we can get the champion Aladia. But if you're playing season 1 and season 2, what you're going to see can apply to you too, because the scoring system is the same, the mechanic, the structure of the event is the same, and so you can apply the same structure, the same expectation on each season so far. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what are your expectations in terms of scoring and dice pool, depending where you are with your resources basically, so you can plan accordingly and think how many teams you're gonna need, how many teams you can build each week, and how many dice you have saved or you can save for the future, because obviously we're gonna have a D&D collaboration even in season 3 like it happens in season 1 and season 2, and so resources are very important to manage and keep across the entire season. So let me put up the first screenshot over here where you're going to see what is going to happen if you only have 20 dice. Now there are events in the game where you're going to be able to collect 15 points for each of them, and they are related to dungeons. Those are relatively easy, so each one of you should do it. Just stay on top of it and do it, and you're gonna secure 90 points. With 20 dice, you're gonna get 20 points, and this will give you basically an opportunity to get the champion only if you are absolutely impeccable with each of the bosses. You're gonna have to do 22 million on each of them, 3 in the first week, 4 in the second, 5 and 6 with the weeks to follow, but you're gonna have to get 22 million and 5 points on each boss. And this is kind of a tough task in my opinion. I've played 2 seasons so far, and sometimes it's difficult to figure out some of the bosses straight away and manages the resources as well. It's quite challenging because it's difficult to create a team when in the first month basically you'd be only farming dungeons and goblin to level up your champions to be able to do the dungeons as well, because obviously at the same time that this event go live, there's going to be the double drop for the gear, so you're going to be tempted to farm some gear too, and you're going to need good gear to be able to do scoring, so you need to manage your energy between leveling up new champions, completing those comps you have, getting them to 22 million, and also get the gear to do so. So obviously that is not easy, and I don't know many people that have been able to do this, but it's possible. And as you can see, if you are absolutely on spot with everything, you can do it. Now also keep in mind that in the first weeks you only have 3 teams, so you can use mix affinity, just use the DPS where they are basically doing the more damage, and use the support, and then you can change your team every weeks and remodel them to grow your roster obviously, and to bring another comp every single week. I like the way the event is scaling in this phase. It makes it possible for us to keep up, and so yes, you can do it with 20 dice, but it's very challenging. Also try to hit the bosses toward the end of the week, is basically when you're gonna have more psychic core build, figure out your comp. You're gonna see some video from some content creator or other player with positioning, champions, and etc. You might find out that you only need 1 or 2 champions to complete one of your team, and so keep that in mind. If instead you are ready to pull 40 dice, the events become massively easier. You're going to be able to basically do 11 million across the board on every single one of the bosses, and if you do just 11 million, you're even going to go a couple of points above, so you can get a couple of 7 million in the beginning maybe, when your roster is still not built as much. Obviously farming gear will important towards the end of the event, and so you might be able to build more champions towards that point. But if you pull 40 dice, you only need 70 points in total from the bosses, and this make it massively easier. If instead you're willing to go all the way to 60, well, then you basically have the event in your pocket, because you don't need to do much on the bosses. With 60 dice, you only need 50 points from the bosses, and this means you can go for 7 million across the board and still have too many points above the limit. But obviously for ranking, this is not beneficial. The ranking across this event is based on score, so the higher the score of your comps, the better it is, because you get resources back. So when we're talking about this event, obviously we're gonna try to get the better score as possible, but I'm just showing you what you need to do to get the champions in case you are in one of this situation. Obviously, push for the better score, push your accounts to the limit if you can, if you're willing to do so, if you are a competitor. And this is pretty much everything you need to know for each of this event and situation with dice and bosses. I want to take part of this video, the bottom part, through thanks all of you guys who finally reached the 1,000 subscribers. It's been an amazing journey so far. 5 months since my first video. I can't believe I'm already here. And this is all thanks to you guys that take time to watch my videos, interact with them, leave a message, liking, everything you do, guys. It's really important to keep my motivation up. Getting up at 5 a.m. to do these videos is not easy, and knowing that there is a community out there that appreciate what I'm doing, it certainly makes it a little bit easier. I want to thank 3 persons in particular, and I would like to do with each one of you individually, but it's not possible. But these 3 persons, I can absolutely thank them. The first one is going to be Ivy Lee Gaming. She's an absolute angel. She's been helping me a lot with coming up and building my channel with tips, and she's a constant positive presence in the community. So if you don't follow her, go give a like and subscribe. She is absolutely amazing. She's home with her baby now, and she's gonna be back to full activity on content creation soon. The second person I want to thank is Scratch. He's been kind of a mentor. He is obviously one of the biggest YouTuber I know, and is in my clan, is my clanmate, and he has been always a reference for me, always helping. We did some collaboration. He's been there giving me tips and everything I needed to move forward with this adventure. The last person I want to thank is Wilson Box. Wilson Box is another content creator you might know or you might don't. He is doing the same journey I'm doing. He's pretty much a couple of steps ahead of me, but we are sharing constantly ideas, and we're talking about this process and trying to improve each other. And I am really appreciating what he's doing and the opportunity to share this journey with him. So again, guys, thanks to all of you, and let's keep this channel growing. I'm gonna keep pushing and making videos and guides for you so you can improve in the game, and I hope that you keep enjoying the material I'm sharing. So until the next video, guys, have fun with the game, and I'm gonna see you soon.